dissolve effect here in After Effects. So I already have my logo here. And first let's add a solid layer with Ctrl Y. Let's call this matte. It will be our matte. And let's add the effect linear white to this solid layer. So now we can move this from side to side. We can also change the angle. So I'm gonna make this like this angle. And make a keyframe here for transition completion. And let's start from 100%. Then move forward and bring it to 0. Now press U to see all the keyframes. Select this keyframe and it is with F9. Let's move this in the graph editor a little bit, like this. We should have this animation. And now let's use this as a matte. So select here toggle switches to see this track matte and select the track matte peak width of your logo and select the matte layer. So now we will have this, and let's invert this matte. So now it will make the logo to disappear. That's the effect we want. And now let's add a turbulent displace to the matte layer, to the solid layer. And let's increase the complexity to something like 8. Increase the size to 300. So now we have this. And also go here to the linear wave effect and increase the feather to something like this. And let's see if this looks good. Okay, let me change. I'm gonna decrease a little bit the size. Okay, that's fine for me. So now that we already have this effect, now we have to pre-compose these two layers. So grab the two layers and pre-compose with Ctrl-Shift-C. And let's call this dissolve. Hit OK. And now we have to make a copy of the layer, so duplicate it with Ctrl D. Let me see. Okay, everything is fine. And go to the layer of the bottom and select the effect, set the effect set matte. Select the layer at the top and invert matte. Now you can hide this layer at the top. You will see this line. Okay, so now we have to not see this stroke at the edge. We have to add the effect simple choker to the layer at the bottom and increase this choke matte to 0.8. If you still see the line, increase it by a little bit. So now to see that line again, we have to offset these layers. So move this one frame back to see this, and let's move this 2 frames. So they are 2 frames offset. And duplicate this layer at the bottom. Select the layer at the bottom, and this will be our logo. So let's call this logo. So this will be like the entire logo. So you have to delete these both effects, and now you will see this your entire logo. So now to make the line more visible, let's add a fill effect and also rename this to dissolve line. And this at the top, that's the layer that's hidden. Let's call this matte. So to keep this organized. Now to the dissolve line, let's add the fill effect. And here you can set any color you want. I'm gonna set a color like this. And let's add a glow effect. And increase the glow radius to 50. Now make a duplication of this glow effect. And increase the glow radius now to 200. So to have this cool effect. And it's done. We already have this logo dissolve. And if you want this animation to be the other way around, you can go to any composition and go to the matte keyframes, press U, and you just have to invert these values. So this at the beginning to be 0 and the end to be 100. And also you have to change this matte layer. It was 2 frames back. Now we're going to move this 2 frames forward. Like this. And now we have this reveal. So if you want, you can also change the logo. So you don't have to change anything, just drag and drop any logo you want. I'm gonna use this from Instagram. And you have to select the matte again. So select here the solid layer as a matte, invert it. Now go to the main composition. Yeah, go to the main composition. And you already have this effect. So that's all for today's tutorial. I'm gonna leave you this project file in the link in the description. And I'll see you in the next video. See ya.